This is not just a Harris County, Fort Bend County kind of issue. This is a statewide issue.
The cost and availability of childcare has been a concern for many parents for a long time, but advocates in Texas believe the state will suffer if lawmakers do not act to add more money to a crucial subsidy program. Last year, more than 117,000 Texas parents used the state program to put their children in childcare services. At the same time, nearly 95,000 kids were on the wait list. Some parents fear that they may have to leave the workforce to take care of their children. KPRC2's Rowan Belogan is live in Rosenberg to explain a little more. Rowan.
Yeah, Keith, here's another set of numbers. Nearly 1,400 childcare services are opened across the state. Those are licensed childcare services. The president-elect of the association fears if more funding isn't added to this commission, nearly half of those programs could close their doors. Plenty of the discussion around the 89th legislative session in Austin has been around school choice or voucher programs. Tim Kaminsky feels it's sucking all of the air out of the room and taking focus away from the growing cost of childcare.
And those are important issues. They're very important issues. But this one, again, affects our workforce in a way that nothing else does.
There are hundreds of thousands of Texans on a subsidy program for childcare and thousands more trying to get into it. Kaminsky is the president-elect for the State Licensed Childcare Association. He said for years the group has advocated for more funding, but now they're sounding the alarm. If something doesn't happen, centers will close.
Roughly half, so from 14,000 down to 10,000 or less.
And what do you think that would do to the economy?
I think it would shut down big parts of our economy.
The group asking lawmakers to increase the Texas Workforce Commission by $1.8 billion to keep working parents at work.
So if you've got 2 children and your child care per month is over $2,000 a month, it may not make sense for that other person to go to work. If you're a single parent and you're dealing with 2 children in childcare, there's no way that you can afford to pay $2,000 a month.
He said this isn't an issue just for him and his industry, but everyone.
It's a statewide workforce issue. This is not an early education issue. It is directly related to the workforce.
Yeah, Kaminsky and others within the association returning back to Austin this week, hoping to lobby lawmakers. Live in Rosenberg, Rowan Belogan, KPRC 2 News.